Thanks for checking out Radio Flight. We're going to take a look at the Stiefenbiel Red Bull Edge 540. This might give it away. Find and Fly AS3X. Stiefenbiel, this is basically E-Flight. It comes with the AS3X receiver, Spectrum servos, and they also make this officially licensed Red Bull F4U Corsair. And if we like this one, we'll do an unboxing and a review of the Stiefenbiel F4U as well. So let's open the box and check it out. When you pull the cover off the box, this is what you're going to first see. Got some foam sheet protective material right here. Your manual color cover. It's the first time I've seen that. And you'll notice as soon as you crack this open that if I didn't tell you anything else about the plane, you'd look at this manual and say, oh, this is just like the E-Flight manuals. It is an E-Flight manual. It's your spinner. Looks like we got the three blades here for the propeller. This is starting to look very reminiscent of an FMS airplane. Wait a minute. FMS teamed up with Horizon, so basically is an FMS plane. At least that's my my take on it. Horizontal stab and elevator pieces. One thing I noticed about this, I mean, this is the first time I've had the cover off this box. Aside from this little stuff right here, which you're never going to see when it's more than a few feet away from you, the quality of the finish is really, really nice. The paint on this is I would say it's almost as nice, if not as nice, as some wood planes, built up, sheeted, with balsa and painted. I can see if you get really close, and you got to remember I'm really, really close to that. I'm holding the camera maybe an inch away. You pull back here, I can't see hardly any foam grain. You can pick it up on the bottom with the silver there, but you notice when I flip it over to the top, see how nice and smooth that is? Get that angle right there. I mean, it just looks really nice. So control horns pre-installed with and they're painted. That's really nice. That the way that that's installed, it's painted silver too to match. So that's really nice. That's something that sometimes I'll do. I'll mix up a little paint, match it up, and put it in my airbrush and cover up some of the control horns and push rods and all that. It's might be a little crazy, but I enjoy doing it, and I think it looks really nice. These are little fillets that they plug in the side of the fuselage. It'll go like that with the yellow down, I believe, and it basically right there on the back, there where the aileron comes into the fuselage, it completes that little surface there where the fuselage meets the edge of the aileron. We got the landing gear packed in there. Little box here of glue, maybe. Yeah, give you a little tube of glue. I don't edit my videos, so I excuse all the popping around. Get this open. It's just I usually don't use the glue that's included in these planes, but yeah, it's just a tube of some sort of foam safe adhesive. But I use foam tack. Foam tack works really well, and that's what I've been using on the foam plane. So, all right, we'll finish opening this up, I got to cut a little bit of tape and we'll check out the rest of this plane. Okay, so packaged right on the top here, you got your, everybody says carbon fiber. I'm not sure if these are carbon fiber or fiberglass. I think they're fiberglass, but either way, they're super strong. There's another one right there. That's for your horizontal stab. Here's one of the wing halves here. Let's see if I can get that out of there without too much trouble. Gotta be super careful when you're cutting these open. I've had problems with where I just was a little overexcited and cut through and marred the surface. But again, there's the finish on that. If you look at that, excellent. You get really close, you can see the foam. You know, I'm right on top of it. The camera's almost parked on top of it. The lens is about an inch from the foam. But overall, for a foam plane, finish is really, really nice. The decals are really nice, and the sheen of the decals matches the paint perfectly. Actually, I'm starting to wonder if this is paint. No, it's a decal. So, wow, nice job, guys. The other wing half. It's upside down on the box. And this is I'm pulling this out of the box. We're doing it together, so what you see is exactly how it was packaged and shipped. See a little bit of overspray there. Again, the bottom, the sheen of the graphics matches the paint really, really well. I really like this. The servo is hidden. You know, it's not this. It drives me nuts when I see the servos and they're sitting there, this big black servo and this big piece of tape running down, and you can see the servo lead right there, but it's hidden well by the Red Bull decal, and you got your servo horn sticking out right there, and yeah, it looks really nice. You can see some of those air bubbles there, but we'll work those out. There's a carbon fiber again, or a fiberglass stiffener running the full length of the aileron. Really nice to see, and there's some nice detail on the aileron there. Instead of it just being a straight strip, it's got the like, it's like a counterbalance. But the ailerons on these things are massive. If you've ever seen, the first time I built one of these planes from a wood kit, I couldn't believe how small the wing was. The ailerons on these, if I'm not mistaken, they're about the same width in full scale. They're about the same width as the aileron, the width of an aileron you would see on like a commercial 737. So massive, massive control surface area. And as you all know, anybody who's seen the Red Bull air races or an aerobatic plane going through its paces, that's why they can make the incredibly fast maneuvers that they're capable of. Plastic hard points here. That's where your hardware drops in. Leading edge. Everything looks really, really nice. The swept up wingtips. Really no damage. Everything looks good. Okay, so here's a look at the fuselage. If that focuses, baby. So it comes with the Spectrum. I believe these are digital servos. They're 17-gram servo, and I love that they're screwed in place. Imagine they're fairly easy to service if the need arises. But I think that's a really nice touch to see a Spectrum branded servo. Hopefully, these servos will live up to the Spectrum name and the quality that we've all come to expect from Spectrum. There's a look at the pilot. And unlike one of the Dynam planes that I just got, I bought a Sukhoi Su-26M. Some of you may have seen the video I did on a quality control issue. That Russian aerobatic Sukhoi came with a World War II era pilot, which is, come on, guys. So it's nice to see a pilot in here. It kind of looks like Kirby Chambers a little bit. And so that's pretty cool. The graphics will pull up to the nose here. Graphics, the Red Bull, a couple little air bubbles in here. But no big deal. So it's to be expected. Overall, the quality of this plane is really, really impressive. Let me see if I can pull it out without stopping the camera. There we go. So, and like I said, we're looking at this together. I didn't pull this out of the box and check it out before I did the video. So, paint looks excellent. Piece of foam sitting on top there from the box. There's a little bit of seam running up the turtle deck. Overall, looks really, really nice. Here's a view of the pilot. Nicely detailed. Really nicely detailed. So it's amazing how far these planes have come. It's got a little microphone, his headset on there. Very reminiscent, very accurate scale detail. Same type of pilot, where you're going to see in the Red Bull Air races. Got a little instrument panel there. Paint matches nice between the fuselage and the this piece here. This piece doesn't come off. It may come off for servicing, but the Red Bull decal is one piece all the way across here. It's got the typical tape to pull up on the hatch. I usually replace that a little bit because I find that number one, they're too big. And, I like to use a little heavier duty tape. But, and there's the retainer magnet. It's a typical tongue and groove affair. Again, give you a close-up look. You can see the grain of the foam, but overall looks great. No overspray or anything like that. Here's a look inside the battery compartment. You got your typical EC3 connector, your Velcro straps. Personal opinion, I think these are kind of lame. I usually replace them with a better quality, a similar strap, a little better quality. And but the price point, you can't really complain. I think this plane was sent to us from Force RC, and I think it's on their website right now for $159 shipped, and they're also giving a free plane cover. If you haven't seen the stretchy covers, they're not really meant for sun protection. They're meant more to keep dust and debris off that would otherwise build up on the finish of your plane, either in your shop or in the garage. So nice freebie. It's about an $8 cover, and Force threw one in. And I think that promotion is still going on right now. All right, so I flipped the plane over, and we've got another little hatch here with the typical tape. And inside, got the AS3X receiver, our servo wires. You can see the antennas kind of got all over the place. But this antenna will run straight down the length of the fuselage. That one will go straight out that way, and we'll secure it. We like them to be at 90 degrees from each other. So it gives you a little look in there. Nothing new, nothing surprising. But again, the finish looks excellent. Got a couple of holes there for air to escape. There's the tail wheel assembly. And I'm going to do a video on all the things that I do when I go through a foam plane, a wood plane, no matter who it's from. Just things that I go over, anything I can reinforce, especially landing gear, engine mounts, motor mounts. Some of these foam planes right out of the box, they're mass produced, and you get things that are loose, glue that's come loose, and so we're going to take a look at that, and I'll show you some of the things I use and some of the adhesives and so on and so forth. But that's pretty much it, guys. There's the rudder right there. You can see it's got the end numbers at the base, and I'll come back and do another video, and I'm not going to go through the assembly because the assembly is really like every other plane. You slide on the horizontal stab and line up the elevator halves, connect your push rods. If you want to see a video like that, you can let me know, but there's hundreds of them out there, so I'm not going to not going to do that at this time. But yeah, that's it. So we got the color manual, wheel pants, and the landing gear struts are already installed to the wire landing gear. And so, yeah, really impressed with the quality overall. And you can check out, we've got a couple more videos we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing one on the FMS Yak 54. It's not the Russian Thunder color scheme. I tried to find that, but I couldn't find it. So we're going to be doing the FMS Yak plug and play. And we're also going to be doing the FMS Extra 300. And like I said, there's lots of videos out there, but we try to point out some things that other videos may miss. And so, yeah, check those out. If you haven't already, click the subscribe button. Give the video a thumbs up if you found anything useful or you watched the video all the way to this point. And leave a comment below, and we'll respond to all the messages and comments that we possibly can. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. We'll see you at the field.